Carl Froch has just broken his silence. After days of Darren Till calling him out at Misfits events, jumping on top ropes, grabbing microphones, and losing his mind in front of thousands of people, the Cobra has finally responded. And what he said changes everything. Because Froch isn't just dismissing Till, he isn't laughing it off, he's actually entertaining it. The powers that be have confirmed this fight can happen. Eddie Hearn wants in. Rob McCracken, Froch's legendary trainer, has given the green light. But there is one condition. One brutal, non-negotiable condition that Darren Till has to meet before Carl Froch even laces his gloves up. Stick around, because this is where it gets interesting. For anyone who missed it, here's exactly what went down. Darren Till rocked up to a recent Misfits event, spotted Carl Froch sitting ringside, and went full circus. Grabbed the mic, started calling Froch out in front of the crowd, jumped on the ropes, pointing and screaming. The place went mental. And where was Carl Froch during all of this? Sitting there, eating an apple, unbothered, ice cold. Froch himself said he couldn't be asked getting involved because he didn't want it to look like he actually wanted the fight. That's the Cobra in a nutshell. The man has got 4 world titles, a Hall of Fame plaque, and the most granite chin British boxing has ever produced. He is not going to be seen chasing a former MMA fighter around a Misfits event for clout. But make no mistake about it, Froch has been paying close attention to everything Till has been doing. And what he had to say about Till's performance that night tells you everything about how this fight would play out. Froch watched the Masvidal clip. He saw Till get sparked out cold with half a punch. And his reaction was exactly what you'd expect from a man who has shared a ring with the very best super middleweights of a generation. He said, and I'm not paraphrasing here, "Imagine what a professional boxer at his level would do with a right hand or a right uppercut landing clean on that same chin." He called it an absolute wipeout. Game over.
Listen, Darren Till, I've seen you get choked out. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, like a little bitch. And I've also seen you get absolutely ironed out by Masvidal. El Sparko, unconscious. Just imagine what I would do to you. Ooh. And obviously, me being the 4-time World Champ Hall of Famer, been in there with the best of the best. I don't know what it's like to tap out. I don't know what it's like to get knocked out. I've only ever been knocked down on the canvas twice in my career, and both times I got off the canvas to win the fight. First time I got dropped was against Jermaine Taylor, a former undisputed world champion. Dropped me in round 3. I got up to finish him off in the dying seconds of the last round.
He punches and it's over!
And the second knockdown was George Groves. Got dropped in round 1, climbed off the canvas to get the stoppage in round 9. And then we got the rematch, and I rendered him unconscious, El Sparko, in front of 80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium, might I add.
Now, to be fair to Till, he has looked decent in the Misfits scene. He beat Anthony Taylor. He beat Darren Stewart. He's entertaining, he can punch, and he moves well for a big man from a southpaw stance. Multiple people across the boxing world have acknowledged that. But the second you put him in a ring against a unified world champion who has never been knocked out, who climbed off the canvas against Jermaine Taylor and George Groves to win both fights, and who rendered Groves unconscious in front of 80,000 people at Wembley Stadium, the conversation changes completely.
First of all, where was you?
Oh, you bowled it.
Oh.
You bowled it, mate.
Hang on, you were sat next to me.
No, mate. Listen.
Connor.
We had a game plan, me and you.
We did. I'm glad you said that.
We had a game plan, me and you, and you bowled it. I was expecting to leave here and see on all social media that apple was straight in his mouth.
Are you going to go on record that I'd say I bottled it?
You did.
You was the one that was gone.
You told me.
You was gone.
So I'm sitting there watching you eating your apple. You know what you should have done with the apple. We spoke about the strategy and you didn't follow through. So I've just gone home and I'm a bit disappointed watching it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't think I let myself down there, but I didn't want to get in the ring to then have a roll around. Didn't fancy it, but I was looking round for you. Even your missus was there. Even your missus was there. You was gone.
I was gone, mate. You're on your own there.
What do you reckon anyway? If it happened, me and Till, think I teach him a lesson?
He's not a boxer.
I've been retired 11 years.
You say that, but you're still in good shape. You're in good form.
Oh, fantastic.
Mate, listen. You sold out, what's it? 70,000, 80,000, was it? I mean, was it?
80, you know.
You sold out 80,000, mate. Come on, put some clout on it, will you?
Yeah.
Froch's argument is simple. Strip an MMA fighter of his kicks, his grappling, his chokes, his elbows, and you've taken away 70% of his arsenal. All he's got left is his hands. And boxers spend their entire careers developing just that. Froch reckons he'd jab Till's head off, walk him onto a shot, dominate him with the body. He actually believes he'd be a 1-10 favorite. The bookies have him at 1-5, and Froch thinks that still isn't generous enough. So here's where we get to it. The one condition that stands between this fight happening and it dying completely. Froch has made it crystal clear he is not begging for this fight. He's said it multiple times across multiple interviews. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the validation. He hasn't begged Jake Paul, and he is not about to start begging Darren Till. His exact words were that he would probably decline the fight at this point, not because he's scared, but because nothing has come of it on Froch's side. No formal approach, no real conversation, nothing. The condition is simple. Carl Froch needs Darren Till to come correct. Not through social media, not through jumping on ropes at Misfits events, not through sending messages through third parties. Froch wants a direct, serious, professional approach to make this fight happen. The moment that changes, so does everything else. Because here's the thing. Behind the scenes, the story is very different to what Froch is saying publicly. He has spoken to McCracken, and the feedback was more positive than he expected. He has re-established contact with Hearn after a period where the two weren't speaking. He has been back in the gym, hitting the heavy bag. And most significantly, he has been told by the powers that be, the promoters and decision-makers around this fight, that this can genuinely happen. His words exactly were that he doesn't think they're lying to him about it. Hearn has publicly confirmed he wants to be involved. Callum Alland, who is close to the Misfits setup, is keen. Michael Bisping's, in Froch's own podcast, framed it the same way Froch did. It's a big fight because nobody actually knows what happens on the night. You don't know which version of Froch turns up. You don't know how Till handles a real, traditional boxer in a boxing ring. That uncertainty is exactly what makes it worth paying for. To give this the balance it deserves, there are serious people in and around boxing who think this isn't as one-sided as Froch is making out. One analyst said it plainly. 10 years ago, Froch smashes Till all over the place. But 10 years of not getting punched in the face changes a man. The body softens. The reactions slow down. The chin that absorbed shots from Mikkel Kessler, Andre Ward, and George Groves hasn't been tested since 2014. Darren Till is 32 years old, in the form of his life, and genuinely doesn't care about money. Multiple people who've spoken about this fight have said the same thing. Till doesn't want the payday. He just wants to fight people. That's a dangerous mentality to be facing on fight night. One broadcaster said he'd remortgage his house to watch it. He compared the potential press conference to Froch versus Groves, then said Till would actually be an even bigger wind-up merchant than Groves was. And if you remember what that build-up looked like, that is saying something significant. So here's where things stand. Carl Froch is back in the gym. His trainer has told him he looks good. The promoters want it. Hearn wants it. The Misfits setup wants it. The fans absolutely want it. The only thing missing is Froch getting the direct, serious approach he's demanding before he commits to anything. Whether Till and his team make that move is the question. Because right now, Darren Till is the hottest name in the Misfits world, and Carl Froch is the biggest fight available to him. The build-up alone would be unmissable television. And on the night itself, all it takes is one punch. Drop a comment below. Do you think this fight actually happens? And if it does, who walks away with the W?